Yes. Okay. It's now 6 p.m. and you're watching RBS News special coverage of Fall 2025. With just over an hour left before precincts close, the race is closing. We're here to bring you the latest.
Ubra, kayo at sila walang iwanan bilang bawat isa. Ang bagan na to na paninindigan lahat ng panig sa katotohanan, sa katotohanan.
Huwag nang malihis sa pagtatalo. Huwag nang mag-abang na itulak tayo. Tayo magtutulo ng pagbabago. Tayo na, tayo na. Wala nang iba. Tayo na, kita na, tayo na.
Saan ang kailan at kung paano tayo magbabantay ng pagbabago? Saan ang kailan at kung paano tayo magbabantay ng pagbabago?
Ang kaya naman po sa mga magagaya natin, naging mo ito sa kanyang pakalirap, sarili. Pero ngayon po, para sa inyo kaalaman, may mga kapatid ng mga yung sa kayo yung
So with the latest report from Alexander Cos, RBS News correspondent, are reporting from Dr. Alejandro Albert Elementary School, Alexandra.
sa mga machine at sila mag-isip yung mga makina natin. Hindi ko lang hindi yan yun. Wala.
Hi,
Alexandra.
your host. Yeah, yes. Yes, Mark, and yes, Cellar. I'm at Dr. Alejandro Albert Elementary School here in Sampaloc, Manila, where it's just less than an hour before polls has closed. Right now, it's very much in a gloomy state right now. Still has a temperament weather with signs of a shower, but right now there has been a reported fault earlier 9 a.m. where one incident of a vote counting machine did reject a ballot box earlier, and some technical difficulties were seen here from time to time, but these were isolated cases. But right now, what I'm observing right now here at the campus, still is very much an open space. There's no such thing as a long lines even outside the compound, but there are some polling precincts that have long lines because of the voters carefully and thoroughly checking their ballots, and also those voters who are carefully picking through the candidates. Earlier, I had interviewed a voter earlier to tell his experience regarding this election. He said that it was more like the usual elections from last year, but it's more comfortable. But he did warn people of he said that there are some incidents of voters who have their ballots declined because of the ballots having uh, ink blotting through the pages, thus voiding the ballot. So a bit advice there is to carefully mark your ballots. Not that hard. Um, it's just less than 2 hours. Let's just less than 1 hour until the polls close. But there's still a lot of people here. There are still a lot of people who are filing through the lines to vote for this consequential 2025 election. That's the latest here on Sapalox, Alejandro Albert Elementary School. I'm Alexander Carlson, RBS News.
Thank you so much, Alexandria Carlson. Meanwhile, different candidates continue to vote for the midterm elections. These include Senator Francis Tolentino, who casted his ballot at the Barangay Tolentino East in Tagaytay City. Tolentino is seeking a second term in the Senate under the administration coalition Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas. Senate Grace Poe also casted her ballot. Poe is currently serving her second and final term, which will conclude in 2025. Senatorial candidate Jocelyn Nars Alin Andamo casts her vote at Dasmariñas Elementary School in Cavite, and senatorial candidate Amy Marcos cast her vote in Lawag.
After electionist Senator Eme Marcos votes in Cabesen Elementary School in Lawag, she tells media of supposed report discrepancies in different parts of the country, as she calls on voters to document these supposed issues. The senator's vote experience in Lawag, however, went smoothly, and she was in and out within minutes of arriving just before 1 p.m. in the precinct. The senator also dodged questions about her brother, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the president, with whom she is being estranged from, at least politically. Senator Marcos used to be part of the administration's slate but left in protest of ex-President Rodrigo Duterte's arrest. She has been seen being endorsed by Vice President Sara Duterte and has been openly criticizing her brother's government.
Caloocan City voters continue to flock to Bagumbong Elementary School during the afternoon hours of the 2025 midterm elections. Earlier reports of laggy automated counting machines were fixed after 15 to 30 minutes.
While Comelec Caraga reassigns voters amid ballot shortages. Some voters in Agusan del Norte have been reassigned to other precincts amid reports of ballot shortages. The Commission on Elections Comelec Caraga office said. Comelec Regional Election Director Edwin Condungog said the number of voters in some polling precincts exceed the number of available ballots. Affected voters will be moved to precincts within the same voting center so they can cast their votes. Kadungog explained that spare ballots in other precincts cannot be transferred elsewhere, since these are scripted and assigned to specific automated counting machines.
While actor John Arcilla took to social media on Monday, May 12th to share an observation as he cast his vote for the 2025 midterm elections. He shared posts showing worn out student desks from inside the classroom turned waiting area at his polling precinct. So nandito ako sa loob ng isang classroom na ginawang waiting room sa mahabang pila para bumoto at ganito ang lamesa ng mga estudyante sa loob ng classroom. Arcilla captioned his post. Sa Larks?
While proving that no physical setback that can hinder his sense of civic duty, Fernando Espino arrived early at Gaha Elementary School in Cavite on Monday. Determined to vote despite needing crutches due to a motorcycle accident 2 years ago, clad in a simple shirt and guided by his saklay, Espino made his way to his assigned precinct without hesitation. Aksidente po ito, ma'am. He explained, referring to his condition. Siyempre sa kahit dahilan lang, sayang po ang boto ko. Espino emphasized that his injury was no excuse to skid the elections, saying each vote holds weight in determining the future of the community and the country.
While Colmenares, whose group was the victim of election disinformation, claiming that the party list has been disqualified from polls, has cast his vote. Okay. Okay, I think we're going back to Alex. Alexand we're going back to Alexandria Carlson. Alexandria.
Yes. So I was just reporting on multiple incidents in around the country. Earlier, there was a report and video viral on social media and other networking sites of a senior citizen who has her ballot being shaded by poll watchers. A another poll watcher has been videoing and capturing the incident, calling on the Board of Election Inspectors to stop those poll watchers who were obviously shading the ballots of senior citizens as of the the rules and regulations for poll watchers. In a separate incident in Makati City, ballots are already pre-shaded with the 30 youth. As far as I know, the 30 youth during a precinct in Makati were ballots not handed to voters but rather to poll watchers. Had been a report there that there has been a interference or a sabotage for those ballots that are being marked intentionally for that party list. But there was some closure there. I don't know. Sure. There was also another incident on social media right now, which are the updated look of the new posted computerized voters list, discarded lists that are very much posted on the doors or the walls of every precinct. Some netizens are complaining that it has been including faces of those voters and also their addresses, which were that not expressed or not added on previous versions of the PVCL during the last elections, wherein it's just the name of the voter and the precinct where they're in. So that's most of the incidents that we have gathered here on RBS News right now. Back to you.
Thank you, Alexandria Carlson. While Colmenares, whose group was the victim of election disinformation, claiming that the party list has been disqualified from polls, has cast his vote in an undisclosed precinct. Nakaboto na po tayo para sa makabayang pagbabago. Writes Colmenares, who ran in the 2022 senatorial race but failed to make it. He's wearing a t-shirt calling for 33,000 pesos national minimum wage. Senatorial candidates Ronel Arambulo, Leody de Guzman, and Danilo Ramos meanwhile casted their votes in Binangonan Rizal, Cainta Rizal, and Malolos Bulacan respectively.
And that has been it for this Vote 2025 update. We'll be back at 6:30 with RBS Evening News. Special coverage on the elections. I'm Stelarx Midoriya.
And I am Mark Corrales. You are still tuning in to Vote 2025, the RBS News special coverage. Good evening.
Kailangan kung paano tayo magbabantay ng pagbabago.